What's going on, YouTube? Bear here. This is Bear's Mixer. Welcome to my channel. This morning I'm coming to you from the very chilly Anchorage, Alaska, where it is currently 10 below zero. With the high today scheduled to be 4 below zero. Chilly. Anyways, I actually had to get up a little early. Got called into work for a couple hours. Was a driver that broke down up on the other side of Palmer, California. They wanted me to go pick up a tractor, take it out to him, give it to him, and get his tractor back down here to Anchorage. It's about 45 miles each way on the trip. Man, was it windy AF out there. There was a truck from Carlisle on a sharp curve that blew over. Don't know how long he was there for before I seen it, but the state police were on scene. There was no rescue or anything. And the wind gusts up there were bad. I don't mean just taking a bobtail up there. I was getting blown all over the road. I'm glad I didn't have to take an empty trailer up there, because I am certain I probably would have blown over or come close to blowing over. Shortly after I got back, there was another driver going up there taking a second load into Palmer, and he said he had to pull over and stop because he nearly blew over twice in like a 5-mile stretch. He said at one point his tandems were up in the air in the back on one side. The trailer almost completely tipped over on him, so he had to pull over and stop. And I can see it up there. I mean, we're talking gale force winds up there. I know for a part of the day yesterday that section of road was closed due to whiteout conditions and extreme high winds. And there was a high wind warning posted on my way up for a 60 plus mile an hour wind gust. Right now it is 8:30. I start my regular shift in about another 2 hours. Should take a nap, but you know, screw it. Anyways, what do we want to talk about here today? I just want to give you guys a quick little update on what's been going on. Where we stand right now with Western Flyer Express, which ain't good. I know I mentioned before, they owe me quite a bit of money. And yeah, we're working our way through different things, taking a couple different options, trying to get the money that they owe me. $25,000 and change at this point, actually. 24, 25, almost $27,000 when you take into account that they didn't pay me my last check, $2,200. So yeah, they owe me lots and lots of money, and I could really use it right now. I'm going to talk about all this and a little bit more right after this brief introduction. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Anyways, I think that has to be the best video clip for all of 2021, was when Biden and Jill were doing that interview, and the interviewer, I forget who it was offhand, at the end of the interview said, "Let's go, Brandon," and Jill turns around and goes, "Yeah, let's go, Brandon, I agree." Jill, she said, the look on her face when she realized what he just said, priceless. I mean, what else can you say about this clown? Anyways, that's not what we're here for. I mean, I know I keep saying I want to keep politics out of this, but let's go, Brandon. Anyways, guys, yeah, I don't keep saying I want to keep politics out of this channel, and every now and then it slips in, but I mean, you have to laugh. I mean, something's got to be done about Brandon. Anyways, welcome to the channel. For all my subscribers and followers, I'm so glad you're here. I am humbled by your presence. 100% much love and respect for every single one of you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not have a channel or anybody to hear me ramble on. So what are we talking about here today? Well, it's to the point now with Western Flyer Express that they're obviously not going to pay me the money they owe me. They keep wanting to play games. Now they're trying to claim that I owe them thousands of dollars for having to come recover the truck and repairs, this, that, and the other thing, which is all a bunch of BS. So the attorney has filed a UCC filing. We put a lien against Western Flyer Express because we know they are getting ready to either sell or transfer. Something's going on with the company, and it will be probably by this time. Well, by the summertime, I'm going to say. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Yeah, they owe me so much money right now. I'm in so. My financial right now is absolutely terrible. With them screwing me out of my last paycheck last month, and with this company here holding back 2 weeks, and they only pay every 2 weeks, I'm in a lot of trouble financially right now. Here we are in January. This month's rent is now due. I haven't even got to pay last month's rent yet. I still owe that $1,500 and change. Then I got this month's rent now, $1,500 and change. Um, there's been some changes here with with this property as well. Alaska is earthquake prone. They do get a lot of quakes up here. I've only been officially up here for a month now, and I've already set through at least one earthquake. It was a 4.8, I think it was, about 120 miles from here. But we did feel it here in Anchorage. I was standing outside the truck talking to another driver next to me. And he said, "Man, I think we just had an earthquake." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Look at the trucks." And you look down the road, all the trucks that were not running, like my truck was shut off. I know the truck next to me was shut off, and there were a couple of trucks down the lane, and they were just rocking back and forth gently. He's like, "Yeah, I think we just had an earthquake. I'm standing here on the ground, I don't feel anything." And then when I checked my phone later on, I do have earthquake monitoring on my phone, and yep, we had an earthquake on the 21st. Um, wow. It's been a little while since I've been through one, and that was nothing. There's been some major quakes up here. 2018, there was a major quake that hit this area. Now, the housing community I live in is on well water. Well, they are now having to transfer over and change it over to city water, which is going to drive up the rent about $96 for the water bill. $96 a month, which is ridiculous. Right now I pay $36 a month for sewage. Now it's going to go up, it's going to go up another $70 a month. No, $60 a month to get up to $96. And there's no way in hell I'm using $60 worth of water every month. I mean, it's just me in the house. Take a shower every morning, maybe wash dishes, do a load of clothes. I don't use that much water. But now they got to come around and put water meters on all the houses. They got to connect to the city water, which is done. They've just finished connecting the property, disconnecting the well and connecting into the city water. And they brought the water lines in and everything. That's done now, so we are now on city water. Thankfully, I'm not going to be affected by the increase until August of this year, when my lease expires and it's time to renew the lease. That's when it'll have to be. So anybody with a lease from February and beyond that's signing a new lease or renewing their lease, their rates are going to go up. But until the new lease renews, my rates aren't going up, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, the arsenic levels are 50% above the amount allotted by the FDA. They've been monitoring our water here on the well for since the quake in 2018. 2019, 2020, 2021, they've been seeing a steady increase in the levels of arsenic, and we're now 50% above the standard. So yeah, they have no choice but to take us off well water, put us on city water. This property's been on well water forever, which kind of sucks. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean, there's not much I can do about that. There's a letter here saying a prolonged use, blah blah blah. I come home Christmas Eve and it was stuck in my door. Opened the letter up, read it. It's talking about the increase in the rents, why, what's going on with the water. So we feel you have the right to know. So we're putting all this out there. I don't know if they were required to actually reveal that to us, or they're actually doing it on their own. But that's what it is. Another bill I'm behind right now. My payments on my furniture are due right now. They were due on the first. My That's $500 a month. I have to is what I pay on my furnishings. Uh, all my credit cards, they're all due middle of the month. They're all pretty much maxed out right now because I've just been hurting. With Western Flyer Express screwing me out of money they owe me, it's really making it bad for me. My credit limits, I mean, I'm right at the top, max use of my credit, high credit utilization, which does not look good, and it hurts your credit report big time. That on top of them assholes back in July trying to buy a car in my name, and the crooked ass dealership going and running my credit through a whole bunch of high risk lenders, knowing full well that it was a fraudulent credit application to begin with. So that's still going on. We do have a suit filed against them. The state has already suspended their business license over it. They said their dealer's license over it because there's been a lot of issues with them leading up to it. They're looking at criminal charges now for aggravated identity theft and being a party to it, or accessory to it, I should say, knowing that the application was bogus and they tried putting it through anyways. What else we got going on with it? The attorney did slap a court injunction on them, freezing all the assets. So the cars that are sitting there on the lot that they haven't even paid for yet, that they owe the auction money for, they can't sell them, and the auctions can't repossess them because they're tied up in legal action. So these guys are screwed on that end. And I do know that they tried getting a court order. They tried to get the injunction lifted so they could repossess the cars, and the court said nope, nope, nope. Criminal investigation. You're not touching them. They stay where they are. Thank you to that judge. So yeah, financially, right now, I'm in a very bad spot. And being up here, getting kind of rushed up, and not getting paid the money that I was owed from Western Flyer. I had planned on coming up now, the first week of January. I put in my 2-week notice here at Western Flyer Express, and they pretty much said, F you, we don't need you anymore, then park the truck, go home, you're done. And that pretty much screwed me right there. I planned on putting all the money aside that I was making at Western Flyer Express for the month to give me something to be comfortable on when I got up here and got to work. Even my storage units are due right now. I ended up having to grab a second storage unit because my first one was jam-packed, didn't have room for it. Had to grab a second one. Couldn't get a hold of the management or anybody at my storage facility. So I had to go down the street to another storage facility and run a smaller spot there. I'm supposed to be paying $52 a month for it. Just got an email day before yesterday saying in February they're raising the rates to $76. So they're jumping it $20 on me. Brand new thing. They haven't even been there a month yet, and they're already raising the rates on it. And being up here in Anchorage, there's nothing I can do about it right now. My main storage facility that I have been at for a good 12 years, since I moved to Vegas from Detroit, they were bought out by another storage facility company, and they screwed everything up when they were transferring all the client information over from one system to the other. So they changed my due date, which they shouldn't have been able to do. They charged me for a new move-in date and new administrative fees that I ended up having to pay on this last month's storage bill. So I'm getting that money back. They said it was an error. You never should have been charged that. It somehow kicked you out of the system. It says about 15 people up here that got kicked out of the system, and it's all the people that have been here forever. I got kicked out of the system, and I had to go back in and manually re-add everybody, which was a pain in the neck for them. For some reason, they cannot change my due date back to what it was supposed to be. They said, oh, we've seen in here that you had a discount, but it doesn't say what the discount is for, so we took the discount off. That was my veterans discount. Oh, okay, well, we'll put it back in. We didn't know what it was, so we just took it off. Well, why didn't you ask? You have my email there. Send me an email. What's going on? I had no clue that CubeSmart bought out Storage West. No clue. It was just, I found out when I went to log on and pay my monthly bill. I'm like, why is it transferring me over to CubeSmart? What the hell's going on here? And that's what it was. CubeSmart bought them out. They did it quietly. Nobody knew. Which I don't think it was the right way for them to handle it. But that's just one asshole's opinion. Oh, I gotta check that in a minute. So we'll see how that goes later on. So yeah, my the smaller storage unit, the stuff that I couldn't bring up with me right now that I really need to get up here. I mean, I need to get everything up here. I've got a 10 by 10 storage unit that is jam packed, and now I got another 5 by 8 that's jam packed with a bunch of stuff I need to get up here. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get up here yet that I need to bring up, but we will get that up as soon as we can. Crap. So I should know sometime today what my paycheck is going to be at the end of the week. And it's not going to be much. I had 5 full days out of work. Just because of the scheduling. Now that the seasonal rush is over, the extra temp drivers that they had hired temporarily, they're gone now. The owner-operators that they hired temporarily for the season, they're gone now. So I'm going to start getting more hours. I do get paid, even though I didn't work. I was supposed to work Christmas Day and I was supposed to work New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve rather. But the post office decided last minute that they're not going to ship or receive any mail those days. So I ended up with those days out. Over Christmas break, I wound up with 5 days out. At least I get paid 8 hours regular pay for Christmas Day, and I'll get paid 8 hours regular pay for New Year's Eve. So at least I'm still getting my holiday pay for them, even though I didn't work. And did I work any weekend? Now, see, I haven't worked any weekends since my first week up here. So weekends, you get an extra $5 an hour to work the weekends. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just hoping my paycheck today is going to be a decent paycheck, so I can at least pay 1 month's worth of rent, and hopefully make at least a partial payment on my furnishings. I'm just going to pay the important stuff right now, like the living room and the bedroom set, the dining room set, and the TVs. I can wait to pay those, hopefully. If they want to come get them, they'll come get them. It is what it is. But, you know, I'm just not happy about that. I'm not happy about the way things have been going lately. 2022 is off to a bad start. I mean, I can't believe that we lost Betty White. Such an adorable actress. I mean, wow. But yeah, she almost 100 years old. Yep, 2021 couldn't go away without giving it to us one more shot in the gut. That's another thing too right now too. My utility bills. I was only able to pay half of my utility bills. There was an update to my election, huh? Oh, okay. That has to do with my 401k. I was wondering what that said. Just had a message flash on my screen. Benefits update. Yeah, just my 401k changes. Now, speaking of changes, the IRS. Any of you guys out there doing business on like eBay or Amazon or anything like that, even me, I'm going to be affected by this now. Your like Teespring sales, where I sell my t-shirts through, check out the website shirtspod.com, shirtspod.com. I've got a few meme shirts up there for sale. Get in there, buy yourselves a t-shirt, buy yourselves a Let's Go Brandon coffee mug, get yourself an Impeach Brandon shirt. There's even a shirt up there available, memorial for the 13 troops killed in Afghanistan because of Biden's bullshit pullout, like his father should have done. That's it. So any t-shirt sales there, no, I'm going to have to pay tax. Well, I'm supposed to be paying taxes on them anyways. But Amazon, PayPal, any of those Venmo, anything like that that you're doing business on where you're getting payments, you're now going to get a 1099K at the end of the year, starting this year. It goes into effect now. So anything you sell on those platforms, eBay or anything, you will be taxed on. You're going to be taxed on your Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies. They even said if you steal something or you rob a bank, anything like that, and you don't return to the property to the rightful owner within a year, you now have to pay taxes on the value of those. Oh my God. Basically, they want you to violate your Fifth Amendment rights and incriminate yourself by saying, oh, hey, you guys didn't catch me for robbing these houses or stealing these cars and selling them at the chop shop. But, I got to pay my taxes on it. See, I made $50,000 on that, so I'm going to pay $50,000 worth of taxes on ill-gotten gains. Prostitutes, drug dealers, everybody, you get anything you make money-wise from illegal activities has to be reported as income tax on your tax returns now. Oh, I don't know how they're going to monitor that. Oh, wait a minute, that's right. That BS where they wanted to be notified of and monitor all bank accounts for any and all transactions $600 or above. What is this government thinking? Like, people are going to say, I'm going to give up my Fifth Amendment rights here. You didn't catch me on this, but since the cops didn't arrest me and I profited on my illegal activities, here's my taxes on $50,000 worth of ill-gotten gains. And now, of course, the cops are going to show up and say, hey, we see you filed a tax return here for $50,000 for the sale of stolen property. What did you steal? Who did you rob? What did you do? Tell us now. We need to know. You've already outed yourself by filing your tax return, so you just gave up your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. So speak. This is going to be messy. I don't know how they're going to enforce this or how this is going to work, but it's just, I got to lower my head and say, what in the actual wank wank? I don't know, there was a lot I wanted to say, and then it just all totally slipped my mind. It's been a long, long day. Well, I shouldn't say a long day. I just got an early start to the day. I got to be heading out the door here in just about 45 minutes. So I want to get this video compiled and get it uploaded for you guys. It is Monday. Video is due out today. I'm trying to get a video out to you guys every other Monday. And here we go. Let's go, Brandon. Catch you guys out there on the highway. As always, keep it between the ditches. Keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down. I'll see you out there on highways. And go Army, beat Navy.